Started at Land's End, worked way up to Bude, then on day 2 got the way up just past Bridgewater, then there was a fairly big hike right the way round to Newtown, where I stayed in the Tesco's car park. That was hilarious. Never ever would I ever imagine I'd be staying in a car park, but especially Tesco's one. Then day 4 got up to Snowdon, the 9th of September 2015. This is 10 years post diagnosis today, so later on tonight I would have been in A&E in Ipswich. I'm now sitting here, or standing here at Snowdon, just at the bottom behind me. Up there is the top, and what I'm going to do is going to walk up there today, because back then I was super fit and I was up here a month or 2 just before I was diagnosed, so this is one of the reasons why I wanted to come along and do the 3 Peaks. But so far it's been a really good trip up here actually. I've only had a couple of little issues. I think the funniest one was yesterday when I missed the car park here at Snowdon. So I had to go all the way down the other side of the hill to try and turn around, because all the lanes have all got these stone walls either side and you just can't turn around, especially with a trailer. And on my way back up the hill, the bloody thing ran out of fuel, didn't it? So there I was, on the side of this mountain, gloriously hot sunny day, lots of traffic, trying to tip some fuel in with the jerry can, and then of course, because it's an old school diesel, you have to bleed it up manually, which is a right pain in the arse. Yes, and then the other one was, it was also yesterday. I was driving along and the clutch ran a bit strange, and the return spring for the clutch pedal had gone and just snapped in half. So I had to I just pulled into a random farm and got talking to them. They absolutely loved it, and I've got some fantastic photos, and we went off from one farm to another, looking through millions of little pots of bits and bobs, which is really funny, until we eventually found something that would suffice and get the job done and get me underway, which is really lovely. And the farmer said, right, have any more problems in Wales, let me know, because he'll have someone, he'll know someone between here and on my way out of Wales tomorrow. So I've got like the Farmers AA breakdown. I'm just going to spin the camera around. There. Can you see? You certainly do not get that in Suffolk. And those little f***s were up this morning. So I'm going to be quite relieved to get away from here actually. I decided that sheep are, see that, all the bloody, it's like seagulls in a marina, really piss you off. Sorry, rant over. Just when you're really tired and that's all you hear all fucking morning long, and all night last night, and towards sunset. Oh god. Look at this, just taking a piss. This is walking along the car park. Right, it's gone. Yes, so anyway, look, I need to crack on. I'm gonna go. Okay, so here I am on the 9th of September at the top of Snowdon in Wales, which is fantastic. This is my 10 years post-diagnosis, so it was really good. About 9:30 this morning, 10 years ago, I had that blood test that ended me up in A&E later on that evening, or this evening. And it's a mixture of emotions really being up here, because obviously back then I thought that was the end of it when I found out, when I was taken into A&E back then. So it's a really good feeling being up here. Admittedly it's been hard. Last year I'd done Crib Goth, and with relative ease really. So this year my health with this high blood pressure and high iron has gone a bit sour, so it's been really hard. My joint pains and muscle pains have been quite horrendous actually getting up here, so it's been very slow progress, but oh yeah, it feels brilliant, absolutely brilliant to be up here. 10 years post-diagnosis, fantastic feeling, really is a fantastic feeling. And well yeah, so I've got to walk back down to the tractor and crack on, which is going to be very interesting. Next stop is Scafell. Okay, so it's the morning of day 6, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, the 10th of September 2015, and I'm at Betsy Coed after spending the night in the car park here, just opposite the train station. Today the plan is to crack on and get as far up into Preston as possible. Actually, whilst I think about it, I'll give you a quick guided tour. Spare fuel. That spare fuel came in bloody handy the other day when I ran out of it on the side of coming up towards the Penny Pass at Snowdon. Anyway, back onto it. Tools. Hang on a sec, let me climb up. And here it is, the house, the shed. Just random stuff hanging up. Plenty of bubble wrap and polystyrene insulation and duct tape holding it all in. Bit of cardboard, had to have a bit of cardboard in there. The camp bed. This camp bed was loaned to me by a work colleague, Mr. Askew. That just folds down, and all the gear is stored underneath it. That's all my electronics and stuff like that in there, computer and bits and bobs. The bottom cage is just full of stuff I don't want to get wet, like maps and so on and so forth. Spare clothes, spare gear. That's all my in there is the rest of the Gerben heating clothes. Got to stop waffling, got to crack on. Day 8, 12th of September. Absolutely pissing it down. I'm at the base of Scafell, ready to climb up. Last night was the first night it rained, and the shed was bloody brilliant actually. No leaks at all, no dramas whatsoever. Just a lot of noise from the rain hitting the roof, really, which is fine. I'm so tired anyway, I slept through it. But my way, Jesus crikey. Cheers guys. So it's 11 o'clock, still haven't gone up Scafell yet. Ultimately I stood around having a cup of tea with a couple of other people who are staying here, because there is just no point me pushing through and going through the rain when the rain is due to stop, and it's just silly, because I haven't got the right facility and stuff to dry everything and maintain it. Literally what I've got in the shed is what I've got for the next week, so I cannot pop that up. Oh look, I was just doing a little video blog. There's Ian.
Little video blog.
Helen in the back, and a small deer. Huh?
Your deer.
And Mum, sorry, Mum. I was just having a cup of tea with those guys over there. It's miserable, isn't it?
It's not as good as that.
Oh, here we go. Right, so here I am at the top of Scafell Pike. Oh dear me, an agonising walk up here. The rain, well, it's just horrendous. But my knees, oh dear me, literally excruciating. But we're here. My mum, who was here, Helen and Ian and the dog, we all came up. It was fantastic. And yeah, just have a quick look at this. It is absolutely vile. Very little visibility up here, so now the actual tricky bit is to make sure that we get the right route back down. Make sure we don't go down the wrong side of the mountain. Well, as funny as it sounds, it wouldn't be funny. But yeah, here we go. Back down to the tractor and crack on to the next point. Okay, so it's Sunday 13th. Today I'm leaving, I forgot the town we're in now, but a little tiny, well, it's actually just a pub car park in the middle of nowhere. Here's the inside of the shed. Last night it absolutely pissed it down. You see, that is water, by the way, orange squash. Because I need to be hitting Ben Nevis by Wednesday if I can, which is going to be quite a slog drive-wise to get there. Yeah, so look, it's 9 o'clock, I need to crack on. I'm already behind schedule now. Yeah, into the unknown. I have got no idea where I'm going tonight, who I'm going to meet later on today, not a clue. I just know where I've sort of got to be by close of play tonight. So here I am on the top of Ben Nevis, and wowee, it's been a lovely day's weather up here, although it's gone all overcast now. We're in a cloud ultimately. It's been a fantastic walk, hard work, bloody hard work. Same old story, my knees are killing me. But yeah, really, really good. Now it's to head down and head up to John O'Groats. There's the top, up there. If I just show you down off the edge, down there. It just goes down into nothing. It's very easy just to fall off the edge up here. Incredible, absolutely incredible. I think it's taken me nearly 6 hours to get up here, which is not really all that great. And of course, the last time I was standing up here was when I was sailing around Britain back in 2011. So it's going to be good to compare the two photos when I get back later on. Anyway, it's time to crack on. I've got to get down. I've got a first glimpse of the snowy covered summit. Up there. I've learnt something.
Take more than the Yorkie bar.
Yeah, I've come up here with a Yorkie bar and a bottle of Lucozade. I've got a chunk of Yorkie left and no Lucozade. Might have to start melting some snow, have a little campfire and melt some snow. Yeah, it's a bit chilly. Yeah, so I'm guaranteed to slip arse over tit on this. There we go. It's funny how everyone else is up here in like proper mountaineering kit. I'm up here in some sailing kit and a caggle. Okay, so it's day 15. I've arrived at John O'Groats and it's 4:30. And what a trip! What a trip it's been today up through the east coast of Scotland up to here. And it's been incredible, just incredible. So what I'm doing here now is when I turned up, right behind me here somewhere, there is the actual post, but this is the last house in Scotland. So it was a local guy, Jack, who just told me about it and said, well actually, you know, you need to be having a photo taken at the house and maybe not the post, because that post used to be just over there. So I'm not sure, someone keeps moving the post around, so that's not actually, in my eyes, official. So I parked up next to the house, which is the last house in Scotland, in mainland Scotland. So really the Three Peaks has been a really, really challenging physical thing for me to do because of the joint pain and I've been suffering over the past year. So I've a real sense of achievement, and then to combine that with the Land's End to John O'Groats on this tractor. I know lots of people have done it before with various different, they've cycled, tractors, cars. There's literally there's nothing that really hasn't been done, but I've done it, which is the key to it all. I've been there, I've done it, I've got the t-shirt, and here I am at John O'Groats celebrating that. Although it's a little bit late in the afternoon, I would prefer to have been here in the morning, but it's really, really good to be here, and I cannot wait now to get back to Suffolk, because I spent 2 weeks on that tractor living in the shed, which has not been the most comfiest of 2 weeks. So I'm aching, a lot of pain, could do with a massage. So I need to thank my sponsors. Without those guys I wouldn't be here doing this at the moment. They've all been so supportive over the years, and especially on this project here, on this challenge, it's been really, really good. I mean, I couldn't have done it without them and their support. We dropped me off 2 Saturdays ago, and I've been on my own since then, driving up through the country, and on the way, every day I've met so many fantastic people on the road, in the pubs, in the car parks that I've stopped, and these are the people that have then spurred me on to get to the next point. And also, that's, I feel, the adventure. is really setting off, knowing where I'm going, but not knowing who I'm going to meet. This is the bit that you can't plan, you can't predict it, and it's just fantastic. It really, really is fantastic. And what's been happening is that I've learned that actually people are really quite impressed and like the fact that I don't have a support team going with me. I've literally been on my own for this couple of weeks, and that's what people like, and it's a real sense of adventure that people are taking from it. So I'm getting absolutely bitten by bloody midges again. So that's one of the reasons why I need to get out bloody Scotland. Pissing midges, it piss me off. Yeah, but I'm not sure how much money it's raised for the Teenage Cancer Trust this time, because I haven't really been stopping long enough to do much in the way of standing around with the bucket for the charity. But what has happened, there has been a huge amount of awareness. People, I've explained to people what the Teenage Cancer Trust are and what they do, which they've learnt from that, which has been brilliant. The awareness side of it has been huge, because the immediate impact that people are getting from the shed and the tractor is big. It's in your face, it's there, and I'm doing it. I also need to say a huge thank you to my younger brother, who has driven the van and taken me to Land's End 2 weeks ago, and he's also come all the way up here to John O'Groats today to come and pick me up, and then he's going to drive. Well, we're going to take it in turns on driving back, but huge thanks to him for coming along and supporting his big bruv. I'm really tired. I'm exhausted actually. I need to go to sleep.